Hello and welcome back on the market. So right now Bitcoin is sitting at 64,990, so nearly at 65k, and Ethereum sits at 1,919. And let's check the daily chart. It seems that it's slowly moving up, and now we have people claiming that's a bull trap. And let's show you two of them, two posts at least. The first one is from Crypto Rover, who says Bitcoin could be heading for another brutal crash. In 2018, bear market, Bitcoin dumped 54% in the last 70 days. In 2020, 32. Over the same period, now Bitcoin is entering the last cycle phase again. So if we look in the past, yeah, it does, but on the alt market we didn't have an alt season. We moved differently because of the different events and environments. So will we have another crash? Maybe, but that would be in the Middle East. That would be the only possibility if we see something big happening in the Middle East. And let's see something interesting on the poly market. And this is, will the US announce the end of the Iranian blockade by? And we have the biggest chances, of course, biggest chances is December 21, but we have pretty big chances on September 30 and also on August 31. And we have really a big volume here, 600,000. And yeah, it seems to be going up. All those are going up. And if we have this, that would be, there will be no crash. I think there will be no crash if we have the end of the blockade and the whole chain of events, rate cuts and everything. However, they can always, they can always change it. I'm not sure what's happening there, and there's a lot of events and contradiction, and and it's a conflict, so we never know. But this, we have to check this, and this will influence crypto a lot. Now, yeah, once we know one thing for sure, we will know the direction at least for a short period of time. So let's go to another post, and this one is from Chiefy. The final Bitcoin crash starts next week, so people are starting to expecting the crash. And we see this channel which didn't touch here again. The downside, it touched the upside, so he could start drawing a channel here like this. And if that were to be happening, we would have a crash until here, maybe 50-55 if that would happen. But as I said, this depends on the Middle East, what's happening there. I think that's playing a big role, and what's the US going to do now. And I've put this aside as well. So it seems that the Clarity Act law signing, it's reached its bottom. Actually, it's like a tiny double bottom there, if you will. It was at 13% chances, and now it went up to 22. And we have a high volume, 5.5 million people are betting a lot on this. And I'm not sure how much of a volume we had before, but if the volume is this big and it starts going up, I'm not sure what to say, but it might, I mean, it should be signed into law, but yeah, we'll just have to see. Right now everything looks doom and gloom, and everyone it's like, oh my god, everything is going down, we won't have this, we won't do that. However, when nobody expects, that's when it's going to happen. So let's go to the next post from Crypto Hazer. We just entered the most bullish phase of the cycle. Historically, this is exactly when alt season begins. And this time the meme coins mania is about to go parabolic. Smart money is positioning, early liquidity is flowing back into alts. The next 20, 50, 100x runners are about to wake up. So while those guys are bearish, this guy is bullish. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I would like an alt season right now, but don't never take out the possibility that I don't think it will happen as this guy says, and we will touch the perfect channel, as we didn't even touch it here, or neither we did here. It's an approximate channel, but it's and here went out of the channel, so basically it's a non-existent channel. For me, this is a non-existent channel. It's like it went further and here didn't touch, here didn't go down. It's not a channel. For me, it's an approximate whatever. So this changing the channel pattern, and he's placed the timing like just this month is going to crash to 30, and in October we will have it at 130k. This is delusion. It's crazy. So let's see some more bets. What is happening on Bitcoin? What price will Bitcoin hit until end of the 2026? And the chances are around 60-70k. The biggest, it has some downside at 55k, 55% chances. Chances to reach 50, it's just 38. It should, I hope it will go lower, and those are low already. Now it's a high volume here because I think people are betting against it. If you take just 20% money, it's good with that kind of money betting on it. So we have 53% chances for 75 and 36 for 80k this year. 36 chances for 80k, 38 chances for 50k. So this could be a little bit of a pickle, but yeah, it's still it's the market is basically 50-50 on this. However, those prices are very possible targets. Those are it's a lot of volume here, and I'm not sure if it's and here it's a lot of volume on the downside, and everyone bet no on 15k, and yeah, that's of course, yeah, some people voted yes, and they took the money, like if you can take 10% with 1 million, that's 100,000k. So let's check Ethereum. And Ethereum seems to be looking better than Bitcoin on Polymarket, and the chances to hit upper prices, to increase in price, are much higher than on Bitcoin. So you can see here 2000, of course we are not far from 2000, 89% chance. However, the volume it's a lot smaller, 56% to reach 2250 this year, and even 41% chances to reach 2500. That's huge. 44% chances to reach 1500, and now I think those chances might go down, and it's a lot of volume. 19% chances to go to 1250, which I think won't happen, as this guy said. No, not this guy. I saw a guy who said that we have to go to 1250, he will buy there and stuff like that, but I think this will not happen. I don't know his sources, and that's another thing. So yeah, chances to go to 4000 are just 7%, so I don't know about 4000, but yeah, some pretty high volume here as well, but that's of course because people are betting against it, so they will just have the money. Would be interesting to see what's happening for the rest of the year and what prices will we hit, and as I said, be with your eyes on what's happening with the Clarity Act and what's happening in the Middle East. That's the most important thing right now. So I hope you enjoyed, and let's check Solana as well. Yeah, so Solana, it's having a bad day, so it's not a lot of volume on Solana. However, it's 56% will reach 100, which is nice. It has some upside. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I would really appreciate your opinions. And if you want to give me new ideas, what you want to talk me about, what you want me to talk about, of course, I'm here to discuss it together and check the markets and maybe make the markets, not maybe, just try to make money together. So I'm a bit tired now. I will go in the morning to the workplace again, and I hope I will reach together with you financial freedom after this alt season.